Hello, everyone. Welcome to live stream number 5 here on the River Life channel. Let me get an audio check. Can everyone hear okay? Looks like we have 4 waiting this morning. Wow, thank you guys for hanging out. Check 1, 2, audio check. I'm getting levels. Thank you, Jeffrey. Okay, awesome. And let's see. Okay, got a dead mic there. This is just the computer microphone. I'm glad that it's good. And the computer webcam, not optimal, but okay. All right, yeah, I got my fancy shower curtain here. The wrinkles are going away. That's good. The Freaks Aquariums, Rob, thanks for dropping in, buddy. I hope you'll watch this replay because I'm going to talk about you and your effort over there in the TGA, the Team Green Alliance, posting everyone's milestones, especially their certificates from TubeBuddy, and what a motivational factor that is. Keep up the good work, and I'll catch up with you later. Lisa Aquatics, thank you for dropping in. You know, once upon a time, Lisa promised that if I started live streaming, she would be a moderator. So I hope, Lisa, you're still up for that, are you? See you, Rob. Anthony, Fishy Friends, good morning. How are you, Anthony? I'm glad you made it in. What I need to explain is we're doing a live stream today, live stream number 4 or 5 on the River Life channel, because I've been working very hard all week on a special video. I've had this video planned since right around the 1st of the year. Finally got all the pieces and parts together to roll it out, and it just didn't come together for a Friday morning launch. I've been releasing videos every Friday at 10 a.m. just trying to do that consistency thing, you know, appease the algorithm however I can. And the video just didn't get finished. So my bright idea was to do a live stream for about an hour and then end it and let it auto load as a video for that Friday 10 a.m. Release deadline. So thank you guys for dropping in. Aqua Monsters, man, you are a beautiful person. Thank you for being here. Rob93, great to see you. Someone said Cop was here at Lacey's place. Hello. Is Aquarium Cop here? I didn't see him come in. He is. Cop, thanks for being here. Oh, well, you came in the same time Lisa did, and I noticed her. Go figure. Okay, thank all you guys. So that video, it'll be out next Friday. It is pretty awesome. There's a bit of instruction in there, some entertainment. It's going to be evergreen video, so it's worth the wait. I'm not going to rush it. I've put too much into it already, so I'm looking forward to it. And so I was thinking, why do I do this? Why do I put myself through this deadline schedule and work on these videos? And you know, there are lots of reasons. It's community based. We want to build a community. We help each other. We get to know each other. It's a virtual workplace that sometimes is not virtual. You show up at some of these fish events and these virtual people become friends in real life. So it's very social, validating, personally validating, creative space. It allows me to create and present creative ideas to the world, basically. I mean, you know, we only know about our subscribers, but I find that my videos are watched 75–80% of the time by non-subscribers. You can check that out in your analytics. And speaking of analytics, you know, that's the key motivator day to day, looking at the number of subscribers, the number of views, number of hours viewed, and Google tells you what's important to them, and all of a sudden, you know, that becomes important to you. Can I get 1,000 subs? Can I get 4,000 view hours in a year? And then, you know, our helping software like TubeBuddy generates certificates for us when we reach milestones. So milestones seem to be the thread, the continuum that motivates us all. Heather Nielsen, Scarlet Aquatics, good morning. If I miss anybody, just say hello again. It's like chewing gum and walking at the same time for me, keeping an eye on the chat while I'm talking. Passion for Pets, good to see you. So I appreciate your forbearance in advance. Aquarium Cop with the froggy face, that's interesting because the video that didn't launch today is loosely grounded in frogs. That's all I'm going to say. It's not about frogs. Maybe in the video you'll get a better understanding. Double-fisted drinking today. I've got my aquarium box coffee mug and a River Life bubbly water. Coffee, water. And then I look at the branding of these two YouTube channels and it just makes me feel good. So, milestones. What is the milestone? What is you're in chat with a YouTube channel? Maybe you're a content creator. Many of you are. Hey, what's up, Mike? Good to see you. And Mike, I apologize. I know most of you have to work, but hey, you're young. Okay. So I don't feel sorry for you. When I was young, I worked. But what I explained, Mike, was I've got a great video in production. It didn't make it to the deadline this morning, Friday, 10 a.m. launch. So I'm doing a live stream instead. And we're talking about what motivates us, and milestones seem to be, you know, one of the big deals. Everyone is hung up on the subscriber count. And then I don't know why, because when you learn how YouTube works, how your channel functions, it's not important other than reaching a minimum for monetization. So I reached the minimum 1,000 level subscribership 2 months ago, and I'm not close to seeing a nickel from Google. I've got 1,000 hours of view time in the last 12 months where you need 4,000 to get monetized. My video views, they're up. I mean, they're like, I can generally, and since the first of the year, if I launch a video, it's going to get 150 views in about the first 48 hours. Then it can go up from there. I've had, since the first of the year, one video went over 1,000 views. Another video went over 500. I think a couple have gone over 300. And if that continues into monetization, that's not a lot of viewership for AdSense. So it's not going to be the ads that, hey, Jamie, cheers. It's not going to be the ads that are the motivator, the paycheck. I've talked to other creators, 10,000 subscribers, been doing it longer than I have, and the Google money just doesn't pile up. I think Corey shared with me at Aquatic Experience Aquarium Co-op channel, it does really well when you look at the number, but he reinvests that and then some to continue to grow the channel. He can afford to do that. It's kind of a business promotion for him. He's not actually losing, and he is still growing. So I think he's over 250,000 subscribers now, 275,000, something like that. So it's not the money that is the motivator. It's a lot of work, a lot of effort. It is the community. And the thing about it, you know, when you can't do a live stream every second of the day, you can look at your analytics that give you some direction on what you want to achieve. It helps you with your day-to-day goal setting. So recently I've been thinking, you know, we're hearing about the playlist raids, and Google figured that out in about 2 seconds. So if you got 5 or 6 people just playing your playlist in the background, you may see the hours in your favor initially, but then Google takes them away. So it's a good sentiment, and it's nice to get the content if you are watching, but that's not something that the Google community, the YouTube community favors. So I was thinking if maybe everyone would win if instead of doing playlist raids, we did share raids. That's kind of a win-win. If you want to help the River Life channel out, try this. Share the channel on your social media. If it's one that we're already both involved in, that's okay. Team Green Alliance, Fish Tubers Notification Squad on Facebook, that's okay. Share it out there on your social media. That lets you know that you've been a direct positive impact on someone's channel. It helps the YouTube community at large by getting their brand out there on other social media more often. And I don't think less people are going to view my channel because you've shared it. So it's kind of that trifecta, that win-win-win. So let's try that. Let's see what happens. Something that I like to do, I like to look at my old videos. Not old, well, let's look at a few of my most recent ones. Okay, I've got 3 videos ago, I have a video, the thumbnail says huge plants. And I got some beautiful Madagascar lace leaf plants from Green Oasis Farms, and put them in an aquarium, got a great photograph. So the video is like a diver with the old diving helmet on, walking through an aquarium full of these Madagascar lace leaf plants. I like that thumbnail. That video has 196 views. So speaking of milestones, that thing is just hanging there waiting to get the next round number milestone, which is 200 views. So speaking of milestones, and we're all here, we're talking about a share fest. I wonder if somebody would share that video on their social media. The name of it is Aquashella Green Oasis Farms Unboxing. And it says huge plants on the video. I wonder if someone would share that. Yeah, Aquarium caught that lace plant. And the ones they sent were huge and beautiful and awesome. They're still doing well. Spread them out into a couple of aquariums. Fish love them. But I wonder if somebody would share that video and see if it help it to cross a milestone. It's at 196. 200 is just lurking, just waiting to cross 200. So with that in mind, the individual video milestones, sometimes I'll go back through all 150 videos and I'll see if there is a video that is nearing a milestone, and then I'll re-optimize it. I may change the thumbnail. I may have learned something between the time that I published it and the time that I'm optimizing about tagging, about titles, and I'll re-tag it. I'll brush up and polish the description. And then sometimes that gets a little bit of attention and it'll get a boost. I don't know if YouTube is picking up on that change and sharing it or what, but it'll help those things just inch forward. And I guess I don't have a video over 2,000 views, so I haven't really had a viral video yet. I wish I knew how to make one. I'd get busy on that. So that re-optimization of older videos is basically this setting and reaching milestone goals for the individual video. And the way we can help each other with that is this community share raid. So I've asked if somebody in the chat would share that particular video. It was 3 videos ago of mine, Aquashella Green Oasis Farms Unboxing, huge plants on the thumbnail. And share raid's a great idea, Heather Nelson says. We'll see, Heather. The thing about it is, what I find is it does take effort. And this is the best way that I know to ask, is to get people on the platform. Here we are. We're already here. And then ask if they'll do something on the platform. That's as close to already having it done as I can imagine, versus passing someone in real life and saying, hey, will you share that video? Oh yeah, the best intentions, now they have, dozens of decisions between then and the time they have access to do what, do you a solid, to do you a favor. And oftentimes it gets dropped because it's not really that big a deal. Well, on the other hand, it's not a big deal. And while we're all here, why don't we do that? Looking at chat. Aquarium Monsters has got a sweet logo. Go check that out. Now, here's something else we can do as a community while we're all here. Look over here in the chat. Look at these names and see. Hey, Mad Fish Diva, see if there's someone you're not subscribed to. Okay, these are people you're already hanging out with. And listen, if you'll check out their content, you'll learn something. You'll be glad you did. You'll be entertained. It's like you already have lots of things in common. I gave Mike over at Mass Aquariums a shout out in my last video because of the types of tanks that he's keeping. I saw where he left. All right. Thanks for dropping in, Mike. But Mass Aquariums has a coral reef tank, a blackwater tank, a planted tank. It's just, I mean, it's a wet lab over there. So you can go through his channel and look through his videos, and there's something for everyone. There is. And his partner at my aquarium box, Greg Jones, he did a video recently that I talked about in my my aquarium box unboxing February video, the last one. He tested different organic material to see how the tannins would work. And one of them was a tea, a rooibos tea from Africa, which I love to drink, but he used it as a tannin. Man, that stuff is great. So in my last video, I got my aquarium box. It had rooibos tea in it. I'd seen Greg's video where he boils the tea and then takes the leaves out and then adds the tannins to his aquarium water. Awesome. I just put this from my aquarium box bag into a tea diffuser. I put the tea, and then I put the tea diffuser in an aquarium of water and watched it. And man, it was a 10-gallon aquarium. It was a small tea diffuser full of that stuff, and it tinted the water in about 2 minutes. The water noticeably changed from clear to this light tannin brown. So that was good stuff. And watching Greg Jones' video on, it was Mad Scientist cool. He just had several containers of different organic material where he was testing how much tannin, what color tannin. You know, it was like, okay, now here we have taken the next step into the Blackwater aquarium hobby. So that's just the type of thing you stumble into when you watch some of the videos of the people that you're hanging out with already. Science Gal says milestones are fun. And what else we can do with milestones is it's a conversation starter. We can do this. Hey guys, will you share my video, Aqua Shell and Green Oasis Farms unboxing, because it's sitting at 196 views. It's begging to reach a milestone of 200 views. Let me refresh. And if that has changed, it hasn't been updated yet on my Creator Studio. So that's something that we can do. So if you guys, a couple of you have commented that that's a good idea. And thank you, Lisa. Let's get Rack's views up. I appreciate that. If this works out, it's something that we can continue to do as a conversation starter on some of our supportive media, the Fish Tubers Notification Squad, the Team Green Alliance, and say, hey, I've got a video. It's not a brand new video, but it's approaching a milestone. Can you guys do a share for me? And you know what else is true? It doesn't take as much time to share a video as it does to watch a video. So if you're pressed for time, you want to help someone out, you can do the share, help them reach a milestone, save your own time. It seems like, you know, I have a lot of great ideas, but not all of them work. So this one, it just is going to have to be tested to see if it works, because it is a great idea. I mean, talking about it makes me feel good. I hope we can get something like that started. Hey, Daryl, good to see you, bro. Teabag did Aquarium Monsters. You got it right. Tannins and tanks, they make sexy tanks and happy fish. What else could you ask for? I mean, there you go. Okay, so that brings me around to another point. The Team Green Alliance. It's cooking right along. I looked yesterday, about 193 members. It had gotten just over 200, dropped back down to high 80s, still growing at a steady pace. But I think we found our voice over there at TGA. From the beginning, the TGA was going to be a help for small channels. The original name I was using was Small Channel Alliance. And it is a YouTube help resource. So it's different than aquarium support, and it's different than just a video shout out. It actually is about working the YouTube system and everyone contributing to what becomes then a pool of resources that help you do YouTube. Doesn't necessarily help you do aquatics or fish keeping, but it helps you do YouTube. So we can still post links to videos there, but we just need to include a tip, something that we use in the production or of the video, or something that we learned, a tip or trick in the making of the video, the uploading of the video, the sharing of the video, how we did it, so that others can maybe incorporate that into their video production. So that's what's going on over there. And Chung and I have been talking. Man, the guy's a genius. The water box. If you're not checking out the water box videos, you need to go over there. Chung is an excellent instructor, and he's just so smart, and he shares his knowledge very freely. He cares about the success of other people, and so many of us have learned from him. And so Milestones, what we're talking about today, is kind of it's a little niche that he hasn't covered yet. He doesn't get he hasn't done a presentation on motivation or motivational factors. He's more he's technically advanced with technology, so he's able to understand it and then break it down and share it with old people like myself and people who have less experience than he does in the YouTube world. So Chung is awesome, and he's really helped the TGA, the Team Green Alliance Facebook group, meet its goal, achieve its mission. So I appreciate that. That's what's going on over there. And maybe we can get together over at the TGA after we've tried a few of these share raids. And let's share what we find out. Aqua Apprentice in the house. Good to see you there. Inventory King, what's up, bro? Good to see you in here. Aqua Apprentice, did you ever get your DATs, your datnoids? And I think you told me you were going to keep yours in freshwater rather than brackish. There's some cool fish. I need to check in on you, make sure you got those. That's going to be an awesome tank. Okay, Lisa's putting out the word to share that video. We're talking about milestones and share raids. The sharing of a video helps the platform, helps the individual, and helps you helping someone else. So you're reaching your goal of being a productive community member by helping another community member reach a goal, which becomes a milestone, which is a motivation to continue to grow and contribute to the community. So it's a beautiful thing in concept. We're going to give it a whirl, see what happens. I'm not getting an updated view count from Google yet, so we'll see. Hit that like. I appreciate that, Lisa. And also, some new people have dropped in. Look at these names over here. If you're not subscribed to these channels, I've subscribed to them, and I enjoy all of their content. You're gonna find something. I mean, Lacey's Place, kind of new on the YouTube scene. Nobody can do Lacey's videos like Lacey can. When you go over there, it's going to be a different experience. It's going to be like, what? Bullfrogs? And before you know it, you fall into a video trap, and you're watching a series of videos, and you're glad you did, and you're a better person because you did. Who else we got over here in the chat? Lisa's Aquatics, in case you didn't know, is a super mod. She's over here just taking care of business. Everyone feels encouraged when you have an active moderator like Lisa. She's hitting up the icons, chiming in on the conversation, giving some direction how we can achieve. She's like a fantastic assistant. She hears what I'm saying for the first time. This isn't rehearsed. I didn't call her. I just made her on the spot moderator. She's carrying the ball. Thank you, Lisa, so much for all you do. And so she's already reiterating and giving you an opportunity to jump in on board with these share raids. Keep it up, Lisa. Work it. Okay. Anyone, I hate to even ask this, I hate to throw a negative question out there, but does anyone have any cautions or concerns or considerations when we're talking about the share raid? Does anything jump off the page as, hey, we may need to think this out, you know, look before we leap? Because honestly, I roll it around in my head and I get all positives. It's a green light. So I'm presenting it to you. I'm throwing it out there, and we're going to have to see how it goes. I think, and I'm not trying to be lazy, but sometimes I would rather share a video if it's someone whose content I'm already up to speed on. I have confidence, you know, that I'm not going to be embarrassed just blindly sharing it. I'll go ahead and share a video. You know, I've got an Instagram account. I've got a couple of Facebook groups, a personal Facebook page or two. And it just doesn't hurt to share a link where it's welcome and in the proper way. You don't want to trespass or take over someone's intent. You don't want to spam. But a properly shared link, and you all know where that can happen in your social media lives, in your social media repertoire. You know where a share is welcome. I mean, copy, paste, click, right? And certainly if you do that and someone knows you did it, not going to be a thing for them to return the favor anytime you need something like that done. Hey, that's a good deed. I'd like to do that for you. Susan, yeah, Susan, reading my mind. Thank you. There's another mod. They're like geniuses, these mods are. Susan says, get permission before sharing in closed groups. Yeah, definitely. Check out the closed group and see if sharing is welcome or how to do it properly. Again, you don't want to trespass. You want this to be a good thing, right? I want it to be a good thing. I guess you want it to be a good thing. Timing. Aqua Apprentice, thank you. Thank you for being here, mentioning that. Yeah, and I'm sorry to my friends who are west of me, and this is really early for them. But this, again, is a replacement for a video that didn't get published today at 10 o'clock. My upload time is Friday, 10 o'clock, just to be consistent. I think someone told me at the Aquatic Experience that a consistent upload time is rewarded by the algorithm. So I just picked the time and date that I could do. It's Friday at 10 a.m. I release my videos then. This week's video, which is awesome, remains in production. There were a couple of features in the video that are outside of my control. And so the timing didn't work perfectly. So I'm having to do a live stream for today's video. So we're going to get out of here right at 10 o'clock. So this thing is going to auto load as a video, and I'm going to have to get in there and optimize like crazy to make sure I get all of my I's dotted and T's crossed. Yeah, so and I agree, timing is a really big thing, and this is an optimum time for a live stream. Listen, it's filler content, but it's a good thing. The share rate idea, I haven't seen it before. I don't know who's talking about it, but I didn't hear someone else talk about it, and I grabbed it and I'm sharing it with you. That's why I'm being a little cautious. Why isn't someone already talking about this? And probably they are, but I haven't come across them. But let's see how it goes. I'll probably reach out to some folks and let you know that I've shared your content. Bye, Susan. Thanks for stopping in. FishFam mom. It's always great when she drops in. Yeah, still not getting any updates on Google. Sometimes that just happens daily. Sometimes it changes on the hour. But we'll see how this share raid thing works. I want to do some more live streams. I've got my shower curtain in shape now. And okay, some spam just popped up on my screen. Get out of here. Okay. I got my shower curtain in shape. I've got a couple lights. I got a microphone, even though it's not functional in this live stream. I want to do some live streams. That was one of my goals that I mentioned in the Team Green Alliance. Hey, someone help me figure out this technology. I've been a guest on a couple of live streams, and each time the hosts were very gracious, talked me through the technology. They knew the program that they were very familiar with, so they had me linked to them through that software, and they were able to help. So when I do that, I'm not sure what time I'll do it, but I do want to be considerate of so many people, especially the FishFam that are in the West, and wouldn't be able to make a 9 a.m. live stream. Although, listen, 20 of you watching now, I appreciate you being here. And not all of you are in the East. And some of you are in the East, but you work a night shift. Otter Creek's been up all night working, and he showed up to say hello. So I appreciate all you guys that are in here. Surprising. A couple of you just dropped in. I wasn't expecting to see you. Inventory Kings 1, it comes to mind. Glad you're here. West Side, baby. Okay, so the share raid, the upcoming live streams, the TGA response I got was, don't do live streams. Live streams hurt your channel. You lose subscribers. But I know Friday Fish Facts he is wearing it out with his awesome guest on his live streams that enabled him to go from I think under 1,000 hours of view time to monetized level over 4,000 hours because of his live stream. So I think I want to do the live streams to get the hours up. Talk about, I think it's a good way, like I said, to share ideas, to get community concepts out there available to the community. And if there is an action point like a share raid, like we're talking about today, there's no better way to do that than to launch from a live stream. You're gathering a group of people that are on the platform where you want an action to take place. There's no better way than to get them in a chat room, share the idea, do the ask. And I learned that from Rob at Flip Aquatics. I've seen Corey do it a couple of times in live streams. And typically it's a, hey, so-and-so is an up-and-coming YouTuber that I found. Why don't everybody go over there and subscribe to their channel right now? Fantastic. That's awesome. And I've encouraged you to do that. I'll make the public service announcement again. Hey, Twin City Guppies, glad you're here, King. If you haven't subscribed to these channels, go check them out. I recommend you subscribe to them. But more than that, the subscription helps the channels. They'll thank you very much. But watch the content. Consume the content. That's your reward. It's good stuff. I watched some Twin City Guppies videos yesterday. I don't know. I wanted to see some beautiful guppies. Was not disappointed. Thank you, King Lee, for putting your beautiful guppies on YouTube for us all to enjoy. King Lee had so many gorgeous guppies at Aquatic Experience. I kept going by that booth, and I was surprised he didn't sell them all just very quickly. He sold a bunch because they are gorgeous. And he has an online store. If you want some beautiful guppies, you don't have to talk to King Lee. You don't have to know King Lee. You just have to go to his website, find the beautiful guppy you want, do the internet exchange, probably PayPal or something like that. Boom, guppies in the mailbox. Now, here's a hint. I've said that. This video that I've been working on all week that didn't make it to its deadline today involves shipping fish. I'll give you that piece. Okay. It involves shipping fish. So I hope you'll tune in next week for that. It's a great video. I'm working really hard on it. So many pieces and parts, just to make it entertaining. But the message is really good. The content, it's evergreen. It's instructional. It'll give you a new perspective, a new option, something else to think about. It's not going to change the world, you know, but it's another piece of information that you probably didn't have before you watch the video. So I guess that's part of my motif, MO, is to build a buffet. The personal philosophy says, hey, get as many options, as many good options for you as possible on your buffet of options. Spread them out. Check them out. Take the one that best suits the situation, the environment, what brings the most happiness to you and others around you. And there'll be some things that creep onto your buffet that aren't positive, that are toxic, that are not supportive. Try not to feed on that end of the buffet. Try not to feed on the positives, and keep loading up the options. Get your positive, and you can do that. You hold those cards. You get to play that. You get to go to these great creators' pages and absorb that content and build that relationship and that library of knowledge, and then you get to choose what's good and what's healthy. So, and it's not a perfect world, you know. It's a pipe dream. It's idealistic to think that you're not going to have some conflict and some toxicity, but it's great to have a buffet full of positive options. And here's another thing: if it's a group buffet, if we're all here talking about share raids, let's share some content for each other, because everybody wins. If there's someone who disagrees, if there's someone who puts out a different idea, don't spit on it. Okay. Don't chew on that and try to beat it down. Just leave it. That may be what the next guy's looking for. Take what you want, what you can use. If you can't, leave it alone. If it's not for you, let somebody else deal with it. Spend all of your energy mining through the positive stuff, the stuff that you like, that's good for you. Now, if we can do that with this share raid idea, this share raid is going to be a thing, and it's going to help a lot of people quickly. And I really don't even like the term share raid. It's just something that's going on. It's a carryover from playlist raid. Yeah, somebody's got a better name for that. Let me know. Someone said Unlucky Eddie. Is he in the chat? Boy, that's a misnomer. Yeah, hey, Unlucky Eddie's the luckiest guy I know. Unlucky Eddie. And shouted him out in a video. He won a mega box, I think, from my aquarium box, and I never worked with a script, so it was just on the fly. I called him Uncle Eddie. I had to go back and edit in Unlucky Eddie. It was a horrible edit, but I left it in there. It's kind of funny. Oh, that was horrible. And I talked to Eddie about it. He was okay. Hey, New York Gold, good to see you, friend. And there we go again, talking about consuming content. I was checking out New York Gold's video and learned something about him. I learned he stands for things. So why don't you go over there and check out some New York Gold content while you're at it? See what he stands for. Okay, lots of cool things going on. We're going to go for about 5 more minutes. I want to pay attention to the chat for a little while. Give me a thumbs up if you think the share rate is a good idea. There says 20 watching now. Let's see how many of you can drop a thumbs up in the chat, so I know you think the share rate is a good idea. A couple of you do already. Thank you. Thank you. All right. All right. I got you. I got you. Unlucky Eddie, Madfish Diva, Lacey's Place, Lisa's Aquatics. Good. Okay, so Lisa has given you a link to a single video of mine that it's 196 views, just below a milestone, just hanging out. I'm like, let's just go ahead and get that video to that 200 milestone. And then most of my videos before Aquatic Experience, I was hoping they would get to 100 views before they fizzled out, and most did. But if they didn't, again, I'd go back and re-optimize and try to get all the videos to over 100 views since Aquatic Experience. I learned some tips that really helped me. I'm trying to get them shared through the TGA so everybody can have them. My videos are now getting 150 views pretty comfortably. And like I said, one went over 1,000, one went over 500, a couple have gone over 300. And it was all what Chung at Waterbox, the Waterbox would say, production value. I increased the production value. I talked to much larger channels, who have a different perspective. They really, Corey at 250,000 subscribers, he can give me some truisms, but he's going to handle his channel at such another magnitude. It's going to be hard for me to implement a lot of exactly what he's doing. But I talked to I talked to them about their motivation. I talked to channels about their technique. And I'll tell you one thing that I heard, I'm going to say every time, I may have missed somebody, but it was consistency. It was uploading at the same time, at same frequency. And I guess second to that was uploading more than once a week, but not at the sacrifice of quality. So you got to get your production value, as high as you can. And I push the envelope. I'm learning the technology, so I try to learn something between every video and then figure out how to work it in. But uploading consistently and uploading more than once a week, I found I can upload consistently, but there's no way I can keep quality up and upload more than once a week. I'm going to have to change formats. So my idea is to do a feature video a week and a live stream a week. Secret. There you go. So thank you guys for showing up for this one. It's not an optimal time. Some of you are making a sacrifice to be here, and I appreciate that. And you're helping out. Lisa, thank you so much for sharing my video. We'll keep an eye on that today and see how your effort goes. I'll look back at the chat here and check in on everybody's latest video. I think that's what I'll do. Is try and share somehow, somewhere, your latest video. That may take a while. I'm going to have to spread that out, so it's not just a list. Here's a laundry list. I want it to be impactful. You know what I'm saying? So let's try to do that, and let's remember that milestones are motivators, and everyone likes love and encouragement. Humans like love and encouragement. So if you can help someone reach a milestone, share some love with them, give them some encouragement, I think you'll find that the world greets you with more love and encouragement. If that's the type of person that you are, give that a try. I don't know. See if that works for you. Heron's Aquarium is here from the other side of the pond. What's going on, Michael? Glad you're here. We're getting ready to shut down here in a couple minutes, but I hope you'll watch the replay, because we're talking about share raids, sharing each other's content so that we all win. I'm going to share some of yours today, Michael. And if we can get someone in another country sharing our videos, that makes the algorithm very happy, as I understand it. So I hope you'll watch the replay, Michael, and get on board. And I promise you that I'll share in the spirit what you'll learn about the share raid. I'll share some of your content as well. So I'm so glad that you dropped in here. That was cool. Science Scout, you're doing great. You're very positive in all of the live streams that I've seen you participate in, and your content is really cool. Thank you very much. Does everyone know Michael's Aquarium? He seems to know Lisa. He does some salt water from the UK. Formerly was the My Aquarium Box brand in Europe. Do yourself a favor, check out Aaron's Aquariums page. And I'm going to wrap up here. It's going to be a quick stop so we can get this video uploaded, or this live stream uploaded as a video at 10 o'clock today. So I want to thank everybody for being here, especially my mods. Thank you for all that you do. And we can continue the conversation. If you want to leave a comment in my video, Huge Plants is the thumbnail. Aquashell Green Oasis Farms Unboxing is the title. I'm out. Thank you guys very much, and I'll see you the next time.